today I'm reviewing the Peach and Lily KBeauty Rescue Balm. And really quick, I just want to say, purchase all these products with my own money. So if you want to help keep the channel independent, check out my products at the Amazon link below. So, this is one of the Peach and Lily products I picked up a few months ago, and I think they were on like a good sale, I'm trying to remember. But this is their Rescue Balm. It's actually the first Peach and Lily product I picked up. I've had a chance to try it out now for quite a while, and I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. But really quick, I just want to also mention, check out my 100 Days, 100 Masks blog on nobsbeauty.com. I'm doing a different face mask every day for 100 days. And it's kind of amazing me how many I have. So it's nice to get some use out of them. Anyway, so this is a balm. It's not necessarily meant to be like an all-over moisturizer, but I've been using this on dry spots I get, especially in the Minnesota winter. I get a lot of dry patches and dry hands, dry everything. So this is a great multi-use balm, so you can use it on cuticles, dry patches, rough spots, things like that. So my first criteria is packaging. And they've done a nice job packaging this in a squeeze tube, so makes dispensing it very easy, and it also protects the ingredients from exposure to light and air, so they've done a nice job with the packaging. I love a good squeeze tube. Easy to travel with too. My second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured or drying alcohols, so that is always a good thing. My third criteria is fragrance, and that's probably the only very, very slight mishap they made with this is it really doesn't have a noticeable scent, but they did include a very small amount of eucalyptus leaf oil. It's the last ingredient, but if you have very sensitive skin, you could be sensitized by it. Thankfully, it's the last ingredient. I haven't had any issues with it, and I tend to have pretty sensitive skin, especially on the places I'm putting this on, are usually dry patches, things like that, and I haven't had any issues from it, but eucalyptus can cause a little bit of a sensitizing effect if you have very sensitive skin, so I should point that out. But even the fact that I didn't have any issue doesn't mean if you don't have very sensitive skin, you still could have an issue with it. So I just wanted to point it out, but it really doesn't have a noticeable scent, so that is a good thing, and the fact that they include it as the very last ingredient is even better. So my fourth criteria is the manufacturing location, and this is made in Korea, so no issues with that. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and so typically in the winter I get dry patches in a lot of places. I always seem to get them like right on my hands. I don't know. I try to wear gloves, but I'm not the best at it, so when you go out and it's 0 degrees and it's cold out, your hands can get very dry and patchy. However, I've been using this off and on, and it's really helped. Also, you can use it on your cuticles if you tend to get dry skin there, or any other like super dry areas. Sometimes I get eczema patches, and product I tend to use a lot is cortisone. There's generics, hydrocortisone, which is technically safe for skin, but you really shouldn't be using it many days in a row. So maybe like the first day I notice a really dry patch, I'll use the cortisone, and then days after that I'll be using this. So it tends to coat very well. It's kind of got an ointment-like texture to it, but once you massage it in, it kind of gives skin a nice layer of protection, as well as some good ingredients to help heal the skin or help moisturize it. So if you use hydrocortisone on my neck, sometimes I'll get super dry patches again from, I don't know, Minnesota can get to like -30, you know, and skin gets very dry from that. So cortisone creams can be okay, but you don't want to be using it regularly because it can have some negative effects long down the road. So don't be using it every day. And so this is nice because I just kind of trade out the cortisone the second day and use this. And it doesn't contain active ingredients like the cortisone does. So anyway, very easy to use. You saw how it kind of starts out as a thicker texture and then kind of just evens things out and moisturizes into the skin. So very easy to use. Oh, you can also use it on lips, rough areas, things like that. My sixth criteria is antioxidants, and this does include some good antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So castor seed oil is in there, which probably gives it some of its thickness. Sunflower seed oil, beeswax, turmeric, carnauba wax. It's got ceramide in there, vitamin E, panthenol. So it's got some good beneficial ingredients, some good antioxidants in there as well, which will help protect as well as heal the skin. So lots of good ingredients there. My 7th criteria is animal testing, and the Peach and Lily brand is cruelty-free. My 8th criteria is performance, and I found that this performed nicely. I tend to use this at night before bed and just let it absorb throughout the evening. So I'll wake up and my hands will feel nice and soft and hydrated, and a lot of those dry, rough patches will start to go away. After I use it 2 or 3 days in a row, they're usually pretty much gone. So you just have to remember to continually use it so your hands stay protected by some of those good waxes, the beeswax and things like that. So it performs nicely and does a good job hydrating skin. I wouldn't recommend using it too much on the face, other than the lip area, just because of some of the thicker ingredients could cause a breakout, but I haven't had any issues with that. So my 9th criteria is the price, and this is the full size, which is 1.69 ounces, and it sells for $28. However, if you do checking, sometimes you can find it on sale or like a gift with purchase, so always do that whenever you shop. And then my 10th criteria is the it factor, and I really liked it. I found it was one of the few balms that really does a good job moisturizing and protecting skin at the exact same time. And I really like that it has a little bit of a thickness to it. A lot of balms can be not thick enough, and in return they just don't do a good job totally protecting the skin from other environmental stressors and things like that. But I really like the fact that it moisturizes, protects, hydrates, heals, does a lot of good things. And if you don't have sensitive skin and any issues with eucalyptus, this would be one I'd recommend checking out. So I'll have to do a top 5 balm list because I've got a lot of them and I really like them, but this one has quickly become a favorite of mine. So overall, this got an 8 out of 10 on the Sarah score scale, which is pretty good. So I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out, or if you try anything else out from Peach and Lily, or if you have a favorite balm, what is it and how do you like it? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com, the Amazon link below, and check out my 100 Days, 100 Masks challenge. Thank you so much, guys.